Hello students. So this is the seventh video of first module. In the last video, you are familiar with the memory locations and the how the addresses will be allocated for each and every memory allocations. So that is like in memory how actually the data will be aligned and how we are going to fetch the data or store the data with the help of the addresses. And have also seen about byte addressability. So in that it consists of two types. One is big Indian system and little Indian system. Anyone can be used for locating the memory. So next thing, once we are familiar with how the addresses will be given for each and every data which has been allocated in the memory for further use. So what are the different operations that we are going to perform in the memory? So main two operations we are going to perform in the memory. Either it may be like we are going to read the data which is already stored in the memory, or we are going to write the data which has to be stored in the memory for further usage. So here we are going to see mainly two types of operations. So two basic operations involving the memory are load, that is also called as read or fetch. Read means we are going to read the data from the memory, or we are going to fetch the data from the memory. So it can either be called as load or read or fetch. And one more operation is store, that is after any operation is being performed and we want the end result to be stored in the memory for again further instructions, then we are going to make use of either store, it is also called as write. So there are mainly two basic operations, that is load and store. So the first we will see about the load operation. The load operation transfers a copy of the contents of a specific memory location to the processor. So for example, if we want to read two elements from the memory location, then we have to specify that address, and with the help of the MAR. Do you remember about the MAR? MAR is nothing but the memory address register, which will be storing the address of the data which has to be read from the memory, and that address will be given to the memory, and from there the read signal will be activated with a control signal, and control unit will activate the read signal, and with this the data will be read. So here the load operation also is used for the same purpose. Load operation transfers a copy of the contents. It transfers the copy of the contents, not the actual content. So you should make a note of this. Contents of a specific memory location to the processor. The memory contents remain unchanged. That is, when it sends the only the copy of the contents of the memory, then the actual content will remain unchanged. Okay. So how actually this load operation takes place? So we have the following steps here. We will see one by one. So the first step is processor sends the address of the desired location to the memory with the help of MAR. The processor will be sending the address of the desired location, that is what the data it wants to fetch, it will indicate with the help of the address in the MAR. Then the processor will issue the read signal to the memory to fetch the data. Okay. Then next step is memory reads the data stored at that address. Memory will read the data stored at that address, and memory sends the read data to the processor. So whatever, the memory sends the read data to the processor. Once the data has been read by the processor, so has been read, it has been identified by the memory, it will send the same to the processor. So once this has done, next operation is store operation. Once we are clear with the load operation, that is first in the load operation the processor it will be sending the address of the memory from where the data has to be fetched, and once the memory will find that exact data at that present address, then it will send the read data to the processor. So that was about the load. Next operation is the store operation. So store operation transfers the information from the processor register to the specified memory location. So processor registers are nothing but here it may be the general purpose registers. once in from the general purpose registers the data has been calculated and it has been stored, it will be given to the MDR, that is memory data register, and from memory data register it will be transferred to the specified memory location. This will destroy the original contents of the memory location. So if any data is present at that address which is being mentioned by the processor, then the previous data will be deleted, and now whatever the next data, the new data which is being stored in MDR at present, that is in the MDR register, so that will be stored in the memory. So how this happens? So this happens with the following three steps. So we will see one by one. Processor sends the address of the memory location where it wants to store the data. So first it has to allot some memory location where actually it wants to store the data. So processor, it will send the address first with the help of MAR. When the address is being identified, then processor issues write signal to the memory to store the data. So once the memory has been identified, then processor will issue the write signal to memory to store the data. So once it has been written, the content of the register MDR is written into the specified memory location. So first it has to identify the location, then the write signal has to be activated, and third step is MDR. Whatever data will be stored in MDR, it will be written into the specified memory location. So these are the two different basic steps, basic operations which are being performed on memory. So in this we mainly make utilize of the two registers, that is MDR and MAR, that is memory address register and memory data register, in order to read or write the data from or through the memory. So once we are familiar with the memory operations, next we will go to the instructions and instruction sequencing. So what are instructions? Instructions means what actually we want to perform with the available data. So for example, sum is equals to a plus b. So in this, this is a type of instruction where we are going to perform addition operation with the help of two numbers. So similarly, there are different types of instructions, and instruction sequencing means there instruction is a single instruction. Instruction sequencing means how actually the instructions, more than one instructions will be executed. So first we will see a computer must have instructions capable of performing four types of operations. So four types of operations has been identified, and the instruction should be able to perform all those four types of operations. So first operation is data transfer between the memory and the processor register. Data transfer between the memory and the processor register, that is nothing but either load or store. We are going to write some data into the memory, or we are going to read the data from memory to the processor. So those two operations it should perform, and arithmetic and logic operations on the data. So arithmetic and logic operations means either it may be the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or logic operations like and, or, not, etc. So and also program sequencing and control. So that is nothing but how the control will be transferred between the different instructions. So that operation also has to be performed, and also last operation is nothing but the IO transfer, that is the input and output. Whatever data has been collected from the input unit, it has to be transferred to the processor, and from processor whatever data has been processed, it has to be sent to the output unit. So these four are the basic operations which has to be performed by the instructions. So the instructions should be able to perform these four types of data. So once we are clear with what are the operations the instructions has to perform, then we will go for the register transfer notation. So what actually is this register transfer notation? So how we are going to use these notations? So everything we will be seeing in the next video.